We're here in Mo and Dust's little studio here. A little equipment we have. And here's our Donner bass sequencer that we used for a lot of the songs that we did. That is very nice. Do you guys ever use a pocket operator? I don't think we ever did. We tried. I remember there was a song that me and Moses started, but there was a lot of music that me and Moses did that flopped. Uh, and we tried using that. That was as the original drum machine. Uh, oh, so you guys tried attempting that as a drum machine. Originally, this was around the time when we started putting our first album together. It was like, nah. We used to we hook up our DP1, our Casio DP1 drum pads to our a Korg Micro XL. And that's what we originally used until we got this drum machine right here. It's Elias. Am I saying it right? Elias. The name of the company, the SR16. You guys might have heard a lot of the drum beats from that drum machine when we started working on Disney Hellverse. I mean, Color Demons. The last album that we did, Color Demons. Oh, that's nice. So my big question to you, Ange, when did you start working with Moses? Uh, Started work. I think it was like the end of last year, back in 2024. Oh. I know a lot of people want to know, Ange. You sound a lot different, in you and Moses' music. Oh no, I know what you're talking about. Like I know a lot of people knows me as like the kinky pop star character from Has Been Hotel. I didn't want to put myself out there. Like I wanted to be a different type of angel dust when I started working with Moses. I just wanted to be dust. I didn't want to be like, the poison and, type angel dust from Has Been Hotel. Oh, interesting. Yeah, see, because like I've always done like solo stuff. I've never worked with. I never had a music partner. Never been a part of a band. Moses told me that he's been in and out of a lot of groups. Um, and he told me about the music that he did with his friend Candy. Well, she's my friend now too. We all jam together, just like the girls with the Rock Candy music. When they come over, we all jam with each other. Um, but yeah, this was a new start for me in music in general. Like when I first met Moses, and everyone knows I met Moses through our friend Charlie Morningstar, and like when I first met Moses, we sat down and we talked to each other. And we could talk about music to each other all day, every day. It's like, and like he had a lot in common. We had a lot in common. He was into space music, electric and new wave music. I was into a lot of that stuff too. I grew up listening to a lot of that type of music. Also, I'm using the Rockets, Gary Newman, and some other groups, Devo, and we had a lot in common. So I asked Moses, "Do you want to do some music together?" And he was like, "Cool, that'd be fun." Now, when me and Moses we first started working together, um, we didn't work like almost every day during the week. We started off small. That makes sense for a startup band. Yeah, we only worked on weekends. Um, we worked little by little. The first song that we recorded was "Going Back to Earth." It wasn't. A lot of people thought it was electric new wave. We didn't record that yet. It was we did "Going Back to Earth" on our Korg Micro XL, and there was another synthesizer. I think it was one of our Casio synthesizers. Cause me and Moses we work back to back on different synthesizers. He's on one, and then I'm on one. We always take turns doing vocals. We all do. It was like it's vocode and electric mostly. I mean, you guys know that. Yeah, we know that. And just like after we did after we did the first album, second album, that was us like stepping out of our shells, hopping out of it was the second album was a lot different than the first one. The first one was our startup album was a space album. The second album was a basic electric album, duo electric album. we had a lot of me and Moses. We had a lot of fun putting that one together. Third album was our LGBT Hellverse album. Now, a lot of people like try to get the intentions that we try to put ourselves out there as LGBT an LGBT electric group, but that wasn't the case. Like me and Moses, we just wanted to be two demons that was into electric music. Oh, so it wasn't, no, it wasn't the LGBT. Me and Moses, we are LGBT. I am gay. Moses is bisexual. But we weren't trying to put ourselves out like that. Well, that's what we want everyone to know. Oh, well, that makes sense. And like it's crazy. Like we're the first two demons to bring electric music to our world. Oh, when Moses, just to let you guys know, Moses is not from hell. He's not a hellborn. I am. Oh. Moses, he ended up half demon something from one of our friends cast a spell on him and it became permanent. Oh, so that's why he's half demon. Yeah. Um. But anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. Now, like Moses, like I said earlier, I wanted to be a different type of dust. I didn't want, I always wanted Moses to be the leader of our group. I wanted him to be Ralph. I wanted to be Florin, from Kraftwerk. So was that, do you guys want to be that type of electric group, sort of like Kraftwerk, or like sort of like that? We did get some ideas from Kraftwerk. We wanted to be and we wanted to keep vocals basic. It's electric music. It wasn't supposed to be like pop music. Oh, well, that makes sense. It was supposed to be electric music mostly, and I noticed that Moses had like that Monster Mash voice, and I told Moses that Moses, that's you have the like that interesting type of bass type of voice. You should use that for vocals. And then Moses, like, how Moses is, like, like he's like he was like, nah. I mean, Moses wanted like vocals to be basic, just like how can I put it? Sort of like that one space song that we did on uh on Color Demons. So like how we just like screamed into the on the vocoder mic, the year 2036, or you still, oh, like just basic vocals throughout your electric music. Yeah. But I told Moses, like, let's step it up a little bit, let's add a little bit more vocals. Oh, okay. And Moses always told me that he wasn't that much of a singer, but like I told like Moses, like, just add, let's just add a little bit more vocals. Like me, I wanted to be, I wanted to step to the side a little bit. I wanted to be like the sidekick throughout the music. Oh, well, that's not bad, Ange. Yeah. I mean, everyone already knows that I like, I hopped on stage like on Has Been Hotel, like, and I already did all that already. But I wanted to be a different type of angel through me and Moses music. Oh, well, everyone always asks me that. Yeah, and yeah, I'm really excited. Like me and Moses, we want to work on a whole lot of stuff. We want to finish up these music videos. We're working on outtakes from all our music videos, and no rush because like me and Moses, we've only been working for like almost like not even a year yet. We started working like at the end of last year, but we did 3 electric albums in less than a year. Oh, well, that's, what, Ange, that's really just incredible. Like, you and Moses can work on so much music like that in such a short time. Yeah, it shocked the hell out of me too. I think I've worked with Moses more than I did in the Hasbin Hotel show, because like we only did a few songs for Hasbin. We only did one season, and like I think I've worked with I've done more music with Moses than I did on the show. Oh, well, that's awesome, Ange. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'll in Moses, I'm helping him produce his solo album, and like in our fourth album, there was a mixtape that our friend Candy gave us, like the girl that he used to work with. Yeah, there was a couple mixtapes that him and Candy did when they were still working together, and it was a song called Microchips. I thought it was a good idea, and she wanted to give us some ideas for the next album. And I was like, this is a good idea, Candy. Like, I want to. I already talked to Moses about microchips, and Moses didn't like the idea at first. It was like, nah, microchips is the old song that me and Candy did, Angel. But I told Moses, like what we do with our music now, how we like change music up. I was like, we could just change it up, and Candy already told us like it doesn't have to sound the same. We could just take it and just use it as an idea. Microchips. So that's gonna be the fourth Mondes album. Yeah, we haven't started working on it yet because we're working on Moses' solo album right now. Oh, okay, and we're really happy for Moses the solo. The solo album's gonna be really good, and his sister Naru is gonna be on the record too because he wanted a guitar player. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Well, Andrew, we want to thank you for giving us, just the time to talk to us. And oh yeah, any time, you guys you can always come over and access, and we can give you guys a little tour of our equipment here. It's the Casio PT8087. We only use that for a couple of songs. We've used our Korg Micro XL and our bass sequencer mostly for a lot of our songs. We did attempt to use the Pocket Operator, but we never used that. We just started using this V5 sound mixer. Yeah, it's just for like, higher sound. And we've only used our realistic Concertmate 200, VTG 200 a couple times. A lot of people have heard the XX150 Mark II and for sound effects and stuff in some of our songs. And we never used the Stylophone Gen X1. Never used that. This is we used this JT Mini to put together Disney Hellverse. Oh, that was the synthesizer you guys used for Disney Hellverse. Yeah, this Behringer synthesizer. And I talked about. We never used this Mattel drum set. Me and Moses, we couldn't use that because there's a lot of background noise in it. Oh, you guys ever thought about using a noise gate pedal? There's a lot of noise gate pedals out there. They don't really work all that good. There's some really good ones. They're a little expensive though. We should try those out. But no, we never used this for any of our electric songs. And then last not least, we have the JT4000. Never used that one. Oh, we only used it for show. Yeah, a lot of guys seen the JT4000 in some of the promos that me and Moses did on some of our songs, but honestly, we never used it. Oh, it was just for show. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Ange, taking the time to talk to us, and oh yeah, anytime. Uh, yeah, you guys can always come over and interview us, talk to us, ask us about our music, anytime. All right, thank you so much. You're welcome.